right. So thank you very much for being here with me. I've got a lot of questions to ask how design thinking works.
Okay.
Maybe we can start like in general, what is process awareness key for design thinking?
Thank you for this opportunity, first of all, to speak with you about the design thinking and how we can apply solutions into the ideas and how we can basically move it from point A and how we then get your particular thinking into the prototype version that, okay, this is what is it and this is what we want to offer. To get to the prototype stage, it's a lot of process. All right, so that's what is it, the design thinking.
What is the right way to find the right focus for it?
The focus is something that we will lose, for example, within first 5-10 minutes, right? So that's actually will drop us back to these WH questions. Or when we are working with the design thinking idea, we have a group of the people together working, right? From the different parts of the field. And that's very important for the design thinking.
So, am I right thinking that the very major thing in it is just discovering the user's need first?
Absolutely. So, the idea behind this thinking is that how we can co-create something. So then you can take it as a prototype, put it into the place, and then together with the idea, you can grow with it. For example, when we are approaching this design thinking idea, I use, it's called the DMIC roadmap. That's the matrix or the structure, how we can start from defining and then discovering this issue with analysis. So ideally, we want to find the root cause. So this is the roadmap. So we start with defining the problem. That's what we talked about a little bit. And then we have that the DMIC is like D, M, so M is the measure. So then we have to have a tools how we're gonna measure it. And then we're going to analyze the process, which is the A. And then the most beautiful process in there is that innovate and improve. It means it's not just set in the stone. All right, we will take it, we will try it. And because after that I, you have C, which is the control. And then you as the idea generator, as a founder of the idea, you can also then start working with your team and allocating, for example,
particular tasks.
And then that's what I use, for example, RACA matrix, RACI matrix, where is the responsibility, accountability. Based on those ones, you assign, for example, let's say, Maria, for example, you are responsible for this particular, as the founder also of the idea. And that's what we're creating this process, right? Then you creating this culture for it. So that's the co-creation of it. The structure I use when we talk about the networking and building the teams, we have to look whether it's a T-shaped structure or the U-shaped structure.
That's the balance of self-reflection and feedback.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you have to get the feedback. Because your idea is, nobody will argue. Every single of us has the ideas, right? But I cannot say it's wrong or right. I just have to challenge.
Yes, you can.
No, I mean, we can challenge it, but we have to have this approach to it. That how I'm not going to dismotivate you for your idea, but also challenge your thinking. Maybe that's why we started the problem statement. We constantly have to ask, hey, we found the solution. What is the solution? How do you think that's going to work? We have to understand the scope of it, all right? Then we have to learn together and then solve. So that's where is it, like going back, have time to reflect. If we give ourselves 24 hours to reflect between each meetings, perfect. If we give a little bit more time, like let's say 48 hours, awesome. But if you start giving more time,
but a little bit dangerous to give more time.
That's what I say, right? If you're going more than 48 hours, I guarantee you, whatever we already spoke, nobody will remember. Next meeting, we will spend remembering what we said. So there is this idea roadmap, there is a bunch of them, but for the particular idea we'll bring, that's what we have to do. Because at the end of the day, you are the founder of the idea. We have to design that idea and find these prototypes and kind of
to continue to work with later.
Absolutely, because anything we can do it, that's you. I'm just a facilitator to challenge that particular idea and to help the group of the team together. Hey, let's find
to develop it, to grow it.
Absolutely. I always say that when it's the startup idea, don't reinvent the wheel, which already exists. Maybe you want to better something that's there. because there is a difference, right? Invention and innovation. So it's a different process. We will always find the root cause. Yeah, root cause is very important because that gives actually that, something clicked me. I think I can fix it because I know this particular, maybe the problem. You have a team, and then you just basically developing the process. So that's the idea behind the design thinking. Question every single.
Question more.
Absolutely, because when we question, that's it. We're questioning it because if, let's say, we're best friends and hey, we have the idea. Oh yeah, you have a best idea ever. You know, that's good. That's the winning one. But when you have a group of the thinkers together, that's your best idea. Let's say the jargon here will be butchered in the pieces.
Keep your competitors close.
Because you have to break them down. We sometimes don't accept that, oh, why are you questioning my idea? But sorry, but in the design thinking, if you want to
That's
be relevant
and
trendy, that's WH questions.
What about round tables?
Oh, I love the round tables. It's the round tables, new environments, even in the training environments, that's how I love it. You know, because you have to be visible. If you are the facilitator, they have to see you. When you have the round table, or even like we are seeing, and maybe have one or two people around us, perfect, because we see what we are doing. You have a computer set and you have a big screen. Everybody can see who is typing what and what we are working, because that helps then to think, you are thinking about this one, let me kind of go, I like this approach. And then you have a facilitator who monitors that. If something goes wrong, hey, you guys maybe off a little bit from where we are going.
That's the point when the facilitator takes the role of the leader.
Absolutely.